Imagine if you were able to watch your great-grandparents tell stories from their lives. What made them laugh? What moved them? How they responded to adversity and triumph? And what impacted their existence? That would be a treasure. Now you can offer that gift to your loved ones. Hello, I'm Dennis Tardon. For more than 45 years, I've been a professional interviewer documenting the lives and times of hundreds of people. I will guide you or your family member through the important stories of your lives using my unique interviewing skills. I'm now offering my legacy interviews worldwide via Zoom from the comfort of you or your loved one's own home. All you need is a webcam, and I will do the rest. Contact me today to schedule your legacy interview.
You're live.
Well, hi there. You still can't see me big, huh? I'm so sorry about this. Every month, it seems my phone decides it's got some new trick to play on me, and for some reason, I can't get a full screen. So I'm in miniature, and I'm sorry. I've tried everything that I can think of. Anyway, this is what happens when your kids live too far away from you and they're not around to help you with all this technology. I'm just saying, never mind. Hey, honey.
Well, I think the problem is that you have Apple devices and then you have Samsung devices.
Yeah, Android. Yeah, I know. And
well.
you know why that is? Because I had all those pictures of my beautiful grandchildren and you and family on my phone, and they wouldn't transfer to an Apple. And I had one day before I was leaving, and I had to get a new phone because it became 5G, and of course my phone was too old. So I'm going to work on getting all of those pictures off of Android and start new with an Apple when I get there. But they're expensive, and I'm not there.
Oh yeah, you can just get a little zip, like a little external hard drive, and just dump all your photos onto that.
See, this is why I need my children near me once in a while. Anyway, you're right. Thank you, honey.
I
Well,
still need help with that stuff too. I'm not the best at it either.
I know. Tom will come and fix it. Megan will come and show me. So, yeah. Megan, if you're out there, I need.
Hold on.
All right. So, and I'm sorry. I apologize for the lateness. Yeah. Okay. So, this episode we're going to focus on making some Halloween stuff, cards and stuff that you can use your card supplies for to make other things or make more cards. Oh, and I'm always looking to share supply sources that are reasonable and cheap, so that if you want to make these with your kids, um, and kids always, they take whatever you've put together and they make it better. So yeah, give them the freedom to do that. Okay, so one of the resources that I've started with is Etsy. So Etsy.com, and then I go to digital, and I found a couple of websites. What do they call websites? Well, whatever, their sites, Etsy shops, I guess you would call them. And I have gotten some photos. So this photo was from an Etsy shop, and I paid, I think I paid like $2.50 or something, really under $3. And I download the file, and then I can print it out. My printer, sometimes they come in full sheets. So what I do is I go to my settings in my printing app that comes up, and I can say, well, put 4 on a page, and that'll reduce it to the size that I want. If it's a full page, then I can get 4 on a 8.5 by 11 regular piece of paper. Now I found that using 35-pound cardstock, which I can only get on Amazon, because Office Depot and Staples don't seem to carry that weight, is a good weight to go through my printer, and it's a substantially better weight of paper to work with. So yeah, so if you can get that, and then I only use it for my crafting supplies. If I have to use it for just printing out text or anything for any of the other things that I get myself involved in, I use regular paper, because when you fold that heavyweight paper up, it becomes really thick in your envelope, and then you have to put more postage, even though it's one sheet of paper. I also use 65-pound cardstock in my printer, and that works well too. And so that'll make sense when I start to show you some of these other things and why I use those. Okay, so I have found this gal. Well, oh, first of all, let me say this. This is from an Etsy shop called Timeless Patterns. So if you want this one, you can get it. And this was one that came in a full page. I turned it into 4 on a page. Another shop that I found where I got free, really cute stuff is Joanna Parker Designs. And I'm going to try and push this up so you can see her logo. So you have to go to joannaparkerdesigns.com, and then you'll see a link that says free digitals. And so this is one that I printed out for free. This is one that I printed out for free. And this is the one I've been using a lot this holiday. And this is the one you can get from her. She also has other holidays that she has a download for. I love her. She's a wonderful artist. I just love her stuff. Very whimsical, and you can see not so scary, right? So here's another shop that I found this year that I love, that I've been using, and this is called, and it's on Etsy.com. So it's called Forever Cute, Cute, Cute US. This was $2.80, and I got this one. I got this one. Oh, well, this was full sheet, and so was this. So yeah, I've been working on these. And this is an Etsy digital from Altered Artifacts, an Etsy shop. And you cut these out and you make little hats, and then you put these little, you cut out the little sayings, and they go in the hat, and they just make cute little party favors, you know, to put on a table, decoration, just something fun for Halloween that's not candy, especially for your friends who, you know, don't trick or treat anymore and are watching the candy intake, which is hard. Okay, so this is one I got for Thanksgiving or fall. It's just a nice, and I only printed out one sheet so far because I haven't gotten up to the Thanksgiving stuff. So that's that. And that is from, oh well, that's from the Digital Chick. The Digital Chick is an Etsy shop, and for $3, you just get like 4 pages or 5 pages of things that you can cut up. And even though they're smaller than you know, what you would use for a full size picture on a card, I'll show you how to make them bigger. But first, what I wanted to show you was, this is on cardstock, all right? And this is just on that 37-pound paper. And if you notice, this one does not have any sparkles on it. This one does, and this is on paper. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So that brings us to another product that I think I've mentioned before. So there's two different companies that I've found to use. These are okay. So this one is a Ranger, and it's called Stardust Stickles Stardust. They come in a lot of different colors and stuff. This one was about $4. It's small. This one came from Michael's, but you know, I couldn't buy them at Michael's this season. And this one is $2. Both are good. Both are good. They both have very tiny sparkles in them. So there, you know, there's the craft glue with the sparkle, the glitter glue that kids use, and that has those sparkles are really big, and that makes a real difference in the outcome. I tried this one from Michael's. This is in the kids craft section, and it has tiny sparkles, but it has a lot of glue in it, and so you have to kind of spread it with your finger, and that kind of spreads out the sparkle. So this is good for an overall sparkle. I used this on a wooden pumpkin that I painted. Oh, I have the pumpkin here. Hold on. Okay, so this is, I just can't stop crafting. It's crazy. So I saw this in Michael's when I went to look for the glue, and I turned that into this using my acrylic marker pens, which are fun. And those are new, but you can use regular acrylic pens, or you could glue on, patterned paper or whatever. But I don't know if you can see this. It has a little bit of sparkle. And what I did is I put a piece of paper on the back, so because this is see-through. Yeah, so that worked. Pretty fun. I'm going to put magnets on the back of those and put them onto my refrigerator and probably send them to the kids or whatever. All right, so back to putting sparkles on. I've used sparkles on these. Now this is just a clear sparkle. This is the Stardust Sparkle, and you can use this on top of any color, and it will enhance the color, kind of like if you put water on top of something, it makes it more shiny, so it enhances the color. The reason I like the Stickles Rangers is because it has this very, 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 very tiny tip. Let's see. I wore this blouse, I could put things up against it. Okay. And so it comes out pretty fine. And let's see. I'm just gonna, okay, let's do this kitty cat. I'm just gonna put a little sparkle on his ears and whiskers, his tail. So what I will have highlights, that are white. So I just put the sparkle on the white, but you can also put the sparkles on the dark. I'm going to do that with this butterfly on one side so that you can see the difference it makes. And, it's like coloring with glue, with sparkles. It's kind of fun. Okay. So you can see one side of the butterfly is really enhanced. And the other side is kind of still plain. You can do this before, and like sometimes I'll just do a sheet and then put it way far away because I always put my hand in it, or I put something on top of it by mistake. Or you can do it after you've finished your card and then put that aside. So I'm going to finish the other side of this real quick, and then I'm just going to put this aside because I do not want to put my hand in it. Okay, put it way over there. All right. Oh, so another thing that I've started, this is so fun, is using the crepe paper. Remember the old crepe paper streamers? Okay, so this one, I just made into a magnet. I'm not sure if I like the streamers at the bottom. They're kind of cute. And then this one, if you look at the edge, this is the exact same paper, but the edging, I put that white, the clear Stardust Rangers just on the edge after I made it, and it almost looks green. So I guess the dye in the paper is very watercolor, whatever. It's made, it reacts with water. So when I put the sparkles on, it must have brought out the green pigment that made up the black. But it looks good. I like it. So I will show you a card, and then I'm going to show you how to do these. San, can you hear me? San? Oh, no.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good.
Nobody's commenting yet.
Oh, okay.
Come,
No, that's great.
if anybody's watching, please come say hi and let us know you're watching and where you're watching from, and ask Patti some questions.
Yeah. We really got started late today. I'm so sorry. Got to figure this out. I got to stop creating long enough to figure out the technology. Okay.
So we could see you and hear you this time, so it's good. And you could hear me, so it's good.
Oh, good. Oh, another download that I got. These are William Morris.
Knock on wood.
I got these on Etsy. You can't see them? Which are the William Morris designs, and they're really, really wonderful designs and colors and stuff. It was a little bit more expensive, and again, I had to put 4 on a page. So, yeah, so I have a whole array of those papers that I printed out that I can use. I also keep a stack of paper. When I see something at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something, I always pick up when they're on half price. Those.
Yeah. So, what are the little things with the streamers that you made? What are those? Little magnets?
Yeah. I'm going to turn these into magnets.
Okay, that's cute. And those
Okay,
look like a cupcake. It looks like a flattened out cupcake paper.
It does, right? They look cute in person. Okay, so here's one that I made with a magnet, right? And this is a card because it opens.
Oh, that's cute.
And I put the magnets that I use. Whoops. On the
owl.
Under here, I put some magnets, and it just sticks on like that. So this card is not complete. I'll put this under there, and then put a greeting on this, probably with a white pen, or maybe I'll use a white ink and a stamp. But then it's a card, with a magnet. This is going to. So you get
the magnet off and put it on the fridge,
and you still have the card.
That's nice, really cute.
That's cute, right?
Yeah.
I just invented that one. I use these.
The owl. I love owls.
Yes, and if you look closely underneath the owl, it's got like a fringe. Actually, Sam,
I love that. That owl is probably my favorite.
I was making this card for you because I know you love owls.
Oh yeah, and you saw the lady that I follow, the owl lady on TikTok. I love her.
I did. We learn so much from animals, don't we? I'm just always amazed that we think that we are the only ones who have feelings and self-awareness. I've seen videos of, I saw a video of an orca whale coming and asking for help, and then there was another, I think it was a humpback whale, asking for help, and somebody was caught in a net. Another humpback was caught in a net.
Oh, Lena's watching. Lena said hi.
How are you? Thanks for coming in. So yeah, so it was a boat full of divers and experienced divers, and the whale kept like bumping the boat, and finally they figured out that the whale needed them, and so they jumped in the water. They went down. They
Oh
found,
yeah, the net. I saw
the
that.
net, and it took them
Yeah.
like 20 minutes. They could only hold their
Yeah.
breath for so long, but so many things like that where animals are interacting with us if we're just open to it.
Right. Right.
All right. So, yeah. So I'll finish this sand and you'll get it.
Okay.
So this is one that I made.
I wish I could. I want to send something with an owl to that lady on TikTok because she's going through a horrible divorce right now. I feel so bad for her.
I'll make another one and send it to you for her. Or
Yeah, I have
maybe.
to get her address.
So, you can do a lot of things besides making cards. You could make these, you could make these into a streamer. Just glue a piece of ribbon or twine or something and alternate them and,
Yeah.
make a little streamer. She actually printed these out for cupcakes. So
I love that.
and you can put it on a cupcake. That was what she
Wow.
designed for. And then I, of course, plagiarized. But yeah, I have.
Or you could even put it on a notebook, like a journal.
Yeah. So I go to, see, these are cupcake toppers, right? They have the little toothpicks. But I use these in my cards. So I go to Home Goods. I got these in Home Goods. And this is Mary Mary. I think it's a French company, and they have the best stuff. So yeah. So this is what got me. I bought these, and then I saw this, and I said, ah. So then I got the streamer idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's cute, and I like your top. Really cute.
Oh, thank you, honey. I wish you were here to cut my hair.
Yeah.
But it's getting long again.
I wish I could find somebody that does hair as good as me that doesn't charge a fortune.
You know who charges a fortune here? Is the dog groomers. $67, I think it was last time I took Jack.
Oh, do they come to you?
Huh?
Do they come to you?
No.
Oh, that's expensive, yeah.
Yeah. And they're booked. You can't even get them. Oh, like Halloween cup. I got.
That's cute.
It is cute. I got this from the Sunny Pipe. I'm hoping they have it this year. So I'd like to get a collection. Okay, so if you look at this card, there's a tiny cat, right? And so I cut out a lot of the background to make it even smaller because I didn't like the extra background. And I mounted it on a piece of black cardstock to give it some, make it. And then I used the, I used the crepe paper. And behind that, I don't get any royalties or anything for plugging other people's stuff, just so you know. I'm just excited to share the stuff with everybody, that's affordable and fun, especially if you have kids and you want to do something. But so I don't know if you can see it. Let me just open it. Okay, so I got a package of these from Temu. TEMU. They're a good supplier of cheaper craft supplies, so I've been using them. But you got to be careful that they plagiarize other artists' work. So you don't want to buy something that is a copy of something that American artists do, particularly around like clothing, blankets, scrapbook papers. Anyway, and then so if you can look behind this crepe paper, you'll
Oh
see
yeah.
that background is back there. So even though it has this picture that didn't, quite go, it did add another layer.
Yeah, that's nice.
And
Very cute.
and so layers are really important to adding depth to your paintings, but also to your cards. Well, and in decorating your house, right? You decorate in layers, you dress in layers. So what I wanted to point out with this is it was the colors in this background, not so much the picture, because most of the background gets covered up. So you wanna keep that in mind and not limit yourself to well, that picture doesn't really go. If the colors are the right colors and most of it's going to be covered up, it'll work. So just so that's just so you know that. Another little trick. What else? Oh, so here's one that I made, and I don't know if you can see all these strings. I
Yeah,
bought I bought
I
a
like that witch.
huh?
I like the witch. Really cute.
Yeah, that's
Did
from
you
those.
put the glitter glue on that one?
That's one of the ones that got what?
Did you put the glitter glue on that one?
Yes. Oh yeah. You'll be surprised what that does. And I did it to the butterfly, and I cut that out and put that on.
Nice.
This one,
And everybody say hi if you're watching. Say hi to Patti. Let us know if you have any questions. Put them in the comments and say hi where you're watching from.
yeah.
And
This
shout
one
out to the replay.
I glitter glue. It wasn't the clear; it was the blackness. That's why it's not quite as shiny.
A lot of people have birthdays on Halloween too. I know the twins
Oh,
have a birthday on Halloween.
oh, okay. I
And well, Aunt Jerry had a birthday on Halloween.
know Aunt Jerry always. Yeah, I always think of her. Anyway, so this fringe kind of craziness was a on the $1.25 plus tax store. Uh, one of those like things that you could spread out and put a spider on.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it, and I've been using it in my car.
Oh, Lorraine's here. Hi, Lorraine.
Hi,
Yeah, we were
Lorraine.
late. She said, "Oh, late." Yeah, we were late too. We were having technical issues.
Oh, yeah, it's not like I don't put a lot of work into this. Um, and so, yeah, so I even used, you can't really see it probably,
It
but I
looks like
used that
fringe. Yeah.
like fringe on there too. And that's another one of those little photos that I just keep mounting up. Yeah,
Where, Lorraine? Where are you watching from? Can you share that with us? I'm just curious. Yeah, I like the fringe. That
yeah.
other paper almost looks like you flattened out a cupcake thing.
Do you want me to show you how to do that real quick?
Sure.
Okay. So let me get my black and my orange. Because I've shown cards before, so let me just show
Oh,
you.
Annie Paisley said, "Hey."
Hey Annie, thanks for coming.
Oh,
Yay!
Lorraine's watching from Michigan. Okay.
Oh, wow. How's the
Okay.
weather?
Well,
Um,
probably starting to get cool there, no?
I would think.
Annie, where are you watching from?
Whereabouts in Michigan? We have cousins out there. Grand Rapids.
Yeah, that's right. And my great grandmother's sister lives there.
No,
Oh,
your
Annie
grandma.
Paisley's in Vermont. Do you know Annie Paisley from Vermont?
No. Whereabouts in Vermont? I was up outside Burlington in Westford. Small town.
She said it's 68. Lorraine said it's 68 in Michigan.
Okay, fall for sure.
Oh, Montpelier.
Oh,
Annie's
okay.
in Montpelier.
Yeah, Montpelier. They've got some wonderful artists there, don't they? I loved going to the shops there.
Shelby, Michigan?
No,
Okay.
in Montpelier, Vermont.
No, Lorraine said Shelby.
Oh, Shelby, Vermont. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that was,
No, Shelby, Michigan, I think. Lorraine's in Michigan and Annie's in Montpelier.
Shelby, Michigan. Where Shelby, Michigan is near Grand Rapids. But yeah, I have to get there. I really want to visit there. Yeah. But yeah, Montpelier is in Vermont. And when we had the Girl Scouts, we took them to the this is we took them to the State House, the Capitol, and we had backpacks and everything, and we just went in. There was no security back then. Vermont was a really cool place. Probably it still is. Don't get me wrong, but because of shootings and stuff, you just can't walk into places anymore like we used to. But because I had gone to the bathroom when I was in the museum in Boston with the Girl Scouts, and I had put paper on the toilet. It's another one of those mom stories. So anyway, I put paper on the seat, and somehow it got caught in my pants. And so I had to go and meet all the girls in the auditorium with 500 Girl Scouts. And I come in the door and I see them all the way up in the back, and I got to climb all the way up. And I get there and everybody is laughing. I said, what? And one of the mothers finally, she was laughing so hard, they said, you've got toilet paper hanging out of your pants.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So the girls are laughing hysterically. The other parents that were with us are laughing hysterically. And I said, okay, I pull it off, and they're still laughing. I said, what? And they said, there's more.
Oh, no.
Apparently I had padded that seat a lot. So anyway, so we go to the State House in Montpelier. And I go into the bathroom, and I come out, and 3 of the girls are waiting for me because they want to make sure I'm not going to embarrass them again. Because I went to, every time I went to the bathroom, I had to turn around and prove that I didn't have toilet paper hanging off me. Anyway, so with the Girl Scout thing, they were like, because I always said it can always be worse.
First lesson of Girl Scouts.
There's always lessons in Girl Scouts, especially with me. So they said, okay, so, how could this be worse? And I thought for a minute, I said, could have been an auditorium full of men. They like that. Anyway.
Yeah.
You got to think quick on your feet. Okay, so I have my favorite glue. And
Lorraine said Grand Rapids is way up from where she is.
Okay, so they're even much colder.
And then Annie said, sadly, town is still recovering from the big flood in July. It wiped us out slowly coming back.
Oh my gosh. I remember those devastating stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so but you know what? Vermonters are very resilient, and they help one another. And so I'm sure they'll build back up. So I have much prayers and love I have this hole puncher. This is a good one to get for a lot of things. This is a 2.5 inch, and I just cut out a circle from it.
Our friend, well, Lorraine and I have our friend Mariah is from Vermont too.
I miss Vermont. I miss the people. You know, I miss the beauty, but you know, I don't miss the winters. I think I just got too cold.
Yeah.
I just put a little bit inside.
Glitter
Oh,
glue.
I should tell you what I've done is if you take your whatever picture you're going to put on, right, behind the gathered crepe paper, just take your pen and give yourself a mark, like on 4 sides if you can, and you want to put your glue further in than that mark. That way you're sure that the picture is going to cover the crepe paper. Okay?
Oh.
So I only start with a little tiny bit of glue because, first of all, it gives you a tiny amount. It's not going to rip your paper because it's like, you know, a little stream, and it holds very fast. So I stick my streamer just the edge of it on that glue, and I push up with my fingers onto that glue.
Oh, I see.
And then I'm going to put it.
Oh, Lorraine said that she used to go. Vermont was my family favorite camping. Rutland, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh God, Rutland is pretty. You know, all of Vermont is beautiful. When I moved to Westford, if you remember, Sam, there were 11 dairy farms there, and when I left, which was 10 years ago, could you believe it's 10 years? There were two dairy farms left in the town. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
And Annie said beautiful national forest there. Yeah, Vermont's beautiful this time of year. The leaves are probably starting to fall now, right?
have you been to the Notch?
Smuggler's Notch.
Yeah. Remember Smuggler's Notch? I love Smuggler's Notch. I have a friend who biked up Smuggler's Notch. Biked it.
That's crazy.
I know. She was crazy. Very, very athletic family. I got tired just being in the car driving up because it was like, oh, this is long. So I'm just doing, you know, scrunching it up and pressing it into that glue, and then putting more glue, little at a time, so it's not overwhelming. I haven't tried.
Lorraine said that she knew a family that lived on a mountain and homemade ice cream. And then Annie said, I haven't been out that way in a while. The leaves are falling. Yes. Okay. Oh, the Rutland Fair.
Oh, the Rutland Fair. Yeah.
I think I went to that when I was a long time ago.
We went to the fair in Essex.
Oh, okay. I remember going with Grandma, and Grandma and I got on an elephant. We went on the elephant ride.
Essex Junction. Yeah, the fairgrounds.
That was me and Grandma.
The high school that Tom and Meg went to, Essex High School, the driver's ed teachers would take the kids out to the fairgrounds. You know, they had this huge parking lot in the winter, and teach the kids how to slide in the snow and control the cars. So that was pretty cool.
Okay, so now I see how you make the paper.
Okay, so now I
because
just cut it off.
you could also probably just flatten out a cupcake paper thing, right?
You probably
Just buy
could.
some, buy
Yeah,
some cupcake things and just flatten them out.
you could. I don't, yeah. So, okay, so now we have this on the back, right?
Okay, and then you can put a magnet.
I can put a magnet.
That's cute.
Now, I can take one of my sparkle ones, and let me put the top back on my glue.
That was one of my best memories with grandma, was riding the elephant with my grandma. Because not too many people have a grandma that would actually do that with them.
You know what? I'm sure she's listening, and I'm sure she appreciates that, Sam. I'm sure she does. I love that.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
miss her.
cool. I think the Backstreet Boys were playing there once or something, and we were leaving the fair, and I saw these policemen were looking through the gate, the fence, you know, and from the outside, and I said, me, I got a sense of humor, and sometimes I have to say things. And I said something like, "Oh, don't want to buy a ticket," and they got a little mad. Ooh, good thing I had little kids with me. I bet Tom and Meg don't even remember that.
I remember trying to find a place with grandma where she could smoke too at the fair. I mean,
Yes.
pretty much anywhere I went with grandma, she was always trying to find a place to hide and smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh, I went to Disney's Epcot Center with your Uncle Bill, and we were finding places to hide so he could have a cigarette, and he's kind of a chain smoker. And
Yeah.
so this one girl, she came and she said, "Oh, you can't smoke in the park." He says, "Well, where's the designated area?" And she said, "Well, there is no designated area, and you have to leave the park."
Right. Yeah. Same
He
thing here.
he got so mad, he made us leave the park. We paid like
Wow.
$50 to get in. I'm like, "But Bill."
Well, the thing is sometimes you just can't even ask them. You just got to go find a place because you just got to go find a place that's like behind some bushes or something. I don't know.
Well,
But they have the same rules here.
that's what we were doing, and I think we got about halfway through the park, and then and then somebody caught us putting a trash can away behind someplace where we were, and said, "Oh, you can't." So all the way out, all I kept hearing was about how the stupid mouse doesn't like smoke.
Oh, I almost got one time we had a work like team building day at the San Diego Zoo, and I brought my little dog Valentine with me and had her in the bag.
Yeah.
And I almost got us all kicked out. I had to put the dog in quarantine because and I would have no one would have even known, except that when we went to stop to have lunch, people wanted me to take her out of the bag so they could see her, and they took her out of the bag, and then that's when we got in trouble. We got caught.
I would have ended up in prison. But you seem to be able to do that stuff. Okay.
It's just
I have
take that dog everywhere.
I know.
I've snuck her into the movie theaters. I took her on the airplane.
Yep. If I had tried that, I would have been in prison. So I'm using my pinking shears and I'm cutting this down.
Somebody. Oh, Annie wants to know where are you, Patti?
Oh, I'm in Central Florida in a place called the Villages. So I tell everybody, I hit that age and it was mandatory that I had to come and live in Florida. It's a retirement community, and I think it's like this big experiment because it's 55 plus here, and I think we're up to like 140 something thousand people now.
Wow.
It's called an active, an active community. It's got over 3,000 clubs, one of which I run, which is called Art Buddies. And, it's got golf courses and pools. I think there's like 80 pools.
Wow.
Neighborhood has 2 pools. It has an adult pool, which you have to be over 35 to get in. And your cousin Christine was here, and she wore a 2-piece, and that gave it away that she wasn't even close to 35. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
so we had to go to a different pool. But usually, they don't worry so much about that. The adult pools can get really crowded, and adults can go to the family pool. They call it the family pools.
Okay.
So sometimes I go to the family pool because
everyone cruises. They cruise around on golf carts over there.
Well, we have our own golf cart paths paralleling and tunnels.
Oh, yeah.
That go under highways, not highways, roads, and and there's three town squares. They're building another one, so it's a big area and it's growing. It's like I said, I think it's a big experiment. It works. We were having this discussion about how if we were in a regular retirement community that didn't have all these things going on, the 3,000 clubs that you can belong to, the problem isn't, finding something to do. The problem is pulling back because you do too much. You drive, when you get here, first of all, you put on 15 pounds trying out all the restaurants. But then you join all these clubs to try out, and you realize you can't do them all, so you have to decide which ones you really want to do, and that changes as you change. There's line dancing every night in the centers. There is music, live music, and dancing, but everything shuts down at 9 o'clock except for the bars, the restaurants, and restaurant bars. We don't use bars, but everything else closes at 9 o'clock. So when I had the COVID, and I was sequestered, I would get in my car after 9 o'clock at night and drive with the windows open just so I could get out of the house.
Wow.
Keep me sane.
Oh, Annie said, sounds like West Palm Beach. My grandparents used to stay there.
It probably is. The same people who designed the Disney park designed this place. Designers. So there's a lot of similarities. When you go to, they have the drive-through for picking up your medications and stuff at the different drugstores, and you'll see golf carts. Everybody's in their golf carts, maybe one car. Anyway.
That's
and then
cool. People drive around here with golf carts too, but not on the freeway.
Well, no, they can't go on the roads, but sometimes they have golf cart lanes and they have golf cart paths. So you usually stay in a golf cart path, which usually, connects to the golf courses, but it also, you can anywhere within the villages in a golf cart. You can get to your doctors, you can get to, thing. So we call it the bubble, and every once in a while you got to get out of the bubble because you miss young people, and everything kind of looks the same. Like you can get lost. People get lost here all the time. Because, and we have roundabouts instead of stops, which is fun to navigate. And sometimes people in golf carts forget that and they're on a road with cars. That doesn't work. Or sometimes cars can get onto a golf cart path by mistake. So you always have to be alert. You can't not be a defensive driver of anything. It's fun.
We're running out of time.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to use the Stickles clear, and I'm just going to go along the edges. And,
I want a golf cart to cruise around the neighborhood. That would be fun.
I don't have a golf cart. But my friends have them, so I've been in golf carts, and
yeah,
sometimes when people come, we rent one. But
yeah.
It's
one time we had one time when I was doing accounting, we had a fundraiser, golf tournament fundraiser, and a couple of the girls were driving around on the golf cart, and they got a little too drunk, and they flipped it over, and someone had to go to the hospital. So yeah, it was the whole.
Yeah, no, they're dangerous.
Thing.
You really need to invest in seatbelts for them. And the other day, my friends and I were talking about, how you see kids in these golf carts, and you're only supposed to go 19 miles an hour, 17 to 19. But they soup them up to go 20 something miles an hour, and they're very dangerous. When they flip, you fly out, and usually you get a concussion or you break your back. And for the elderly, this is not a quick recovery, and a lot of people die. So getting seatbelts is an extra. It's like, you got to pay more to get seatbelts put on.
You need a helmet and a seatbelt, and
the seatbelt seems to be
and if you hit a rock, or you hit a turn the wrong way, or you hit a tree stick, if you run something over a bump, everyone's getting flying out of there. When this happened at the golf tournament, I think the cart fell on top of the girls.
Yeah,
one girl got crushed by it, so they had to put her rush her to the emergency room. It was crazy.
Yeah, we have a place up next to the drugstore by me that has a the helicopter lands there to transport people. We have a lot of injuries. But here's what we were thinking. We were saying, that people come and they rent here. You can rent and come visit relatives and stuff, and they put these kids into the golf carts. And there's no seat belts or anything, and then they just pull out into traffic or whatever, or they let little kids drive them, and it's so unsafe. And I said, we don't put our dogs in the car. Anybody here who has a dog does not put their dog in the golf cart that's not harnessed in. We take better care of our pets than we do the kids. I'm not advocating it.
Yeah, well, now they have the electric bikes. Electric bikes go pretty fast too. They I think they max out at 15 miles an hour.
Yeah. So yeah, it's it's a fun place to visit. Anyway,
the trams are cool.
I'm about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 30 minutes from Disney and SeaWorld and Cape Canaveral, and we've been exploring some of the older towns around here. There's just a lot to do, a lot to see. But it's very hot in the summer, and so half the people leave in the summer. We call them snowbirds because they come back when the snow flies up north. And so that's a whole big adjustment, because now we've got lines at the restaurants. So you want to go early, and parking starts to become a problem. But if you stay here through the summer, you get that hiatus. Not a lot of people here, and everything is air conditioned. So up north, everything is heated during the winter. So you just go from heated to heated or whatever, and do your outside sports. And then here it's the opposite. You know, we air condition in the summer and go to the pools and enjoy those kinds
Yeah.
of things.
Well, we
So,
haven't finished one card yet, and we're running out of time. It's been 1 hour.
well, I thought we decided to do this instead because I've
Oh,
shown cards before. So,
yeah.
see the back, this is the plain white. So what I would do to make the streamers, this is why you gotta put this stuff aside when it, to dry, because now I'm wearing it. Anyway, this one's dry. Okay, so if I wanted to put streamers on this, right, it has the backing. So I'd attach the streamers here and let them hang down. And then I would put another circle, you know, on the back.
Okay, to secure it. Or you could even put you could even put like an ice cream stick or a toothpick.
A skewer. You mean for like a cake or something?
Yeah.
You
Or
can
cupcakes.
use bamboo skewers that they have for when
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, Sam. That would be a great idea. So, and
Mhm.
I have to have a circle cutter. You can make a circle out of, you know, just trace a jar lid or, you know, whatever, something the right size, glass, whatever container.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if I wanted to make this into a card, I could use some of this paper here. Oh, I've got all kinds of goodies, papers. So this package I got from Timo. This has some, you know,
Oh,
interesting
that's
papers.
cool. I like the stripes.
And this has a whole bunch of double-sided
Uh-huh.
papers that I got fairly cheaply. Um,
Does anyone have any crafting questions for Patti?
this is another book I picked up online. What else? Oh, I thought that was bones. Those are. I just love being me. I thought this was bones. It's not. It's diplomas.
Oh, it does kind of look like bones.
I'm gonna have to put.
Diplomas, bones.
All right. So here's a different card, right? So I showed this once before. You make a gatefold of the card. So, you know, what I could do is turn this over. I mean, I could measure it, but I'm just going to eyeball it. And then I can cut it kind of, you know, so that there's a little bit of a border. And then just take it to my paper cutter, my Fiskars paper cutter with the lines up on the top that I love. And then I'm just going to look for that line. And put it so that it's flat. And I'll go as close to the next line as I can get, or the closest line to it. Could be a little bit before it or after it. Just because that gives me an even spacing, so that it's easy to match them up. Yeah, this one I didn't quite do as well. Hold on. Let's go there.
I have an art project coming up for the school that I have to do. I have to
that. Oh, I wish I was there to help.
Paint that lemonade stand that someone made and donated to the school.
What are they going to do with it?
They're going to make money with it, use it as a fundraiser. fundraiser events. They're going to sell lemonade.
You're going to sell lemonade? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so you really could put lemons, pretty colored lemons and stuff on it.
Yeah, I got some ideas from Pinterest and
That's going
all
to
kinds
say,
of different ways you can different ideas that you can go about it. But we tried to get it in the truck this morning, and it was too big. It wouldn't fit because we have the camper shell on the truck, so we couldn't get it in the truck. So now I'm going to have to bring all the paint and supplies and go up to the school and paint it up there.
so how'd you get talked into that, hon?
I volunteer for the school all the time. I do
I know.
all kinds of volunteer stuff.
So you can't paint it and work on it there?
I have to work on it there at the school because I don't have any way to get it home. It doesn't fit in Frank's truck.
Yeah.
I wish it did because I would like to just be able to relax and do it at home.
Sure.
Take my time.
But you know, honey, that'll last for a really long time. And it's really important, you know, all your volunteering and being involved as in the school really tells the kids that you value their education. And it really connects, you know, it really connects them.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the flaps, right?
Cute. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to just cut this. Let's see what the back of this still is. All right.
And I looked, you can even buy some, they have some that you can, little lemonade stands you can buy on Amazon, but they're like made out of cardboard.
Yeah, no.
And they're like kids' height. They're like little cheapy cardboard ones.
We did a dunking booth, right, in Westford for Girl Scouts. The girls built it. And so I just cut a piece, you know, a little bit bigger than that to go on there. So I'm going to attach that to that.
Yeah.
And they're still using it. You know, at the 4th of July as a fundraiser.
Wow.
Yeah. I think they've repainted it. But it was the best. It was the best thing. We would set it up. You had to climb a ladder with a bucket to fill the dunking bucket. Somebody would get to go inside. So you could pay, I think it was $0.25 to go inside and get dunked on or to throw the ball. And then people would volunteer to climb the ladder.
Oh, okay.
And the volunteer fire department had a I guess you call it a trough. I don't know. It was a big thing that they would set up, and they would get water from the river and fill this up. And we were using the river water to dump on everybody. And it was great. Well, my Girl Scout leader got this great idea to use it during the pumpkin fest that we would have up at this elementary school, which went to the 8th grade. And instead of using water, we figured we could use pumpkin guts. And that was disgusting. Thank goodness the custodian really loved kids, because what a cleanup it was. But it was fun. So we did that only once. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't sound.
The kids loved it.
I don't want my kids swimming in pumpkin guts.
Especially when it's cold.
How are you going to get them in the car even to get them home?
Oh, I know. It was disgusting. All right, so I'm just going to put a little mark up.
I love pumpkin seeds. Like, I wouldn't want to waste all those good pumpkin seeds either.
Gonna waste some pumpkin seeds.
You gotta bake those seeds with some sea salt.
Uh-huh.
Sea salt.
Okay, so I
Delicious.
put a little mark on the back here. Well, I put it on the front, and now I'm putting it on the back so I can see. I only want this to be on one half, right? So I needed to mark it to know
Okay.
where to put the glue.
Okay.
So you could do it this way, just, put it on the front of where you want it, and then turn it around, and then
Or you could put it in the middle too. Like when
just
you open the card, just have it in the middle.
yeah, but yeah, well, it really does have to be in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that just gives me, an outline. So I'll go behind those lines with my glue. And it's like scribbling. I love that. And then I'm just going to attach this.
I would just eyeball it.
That's what I'm doing. Well, yeah. I mean, all of this you can eyeball for sure. For sure. The thing that I always like to say is, if you want a perfect card, go buy a card.
Right.
Right? If you want
Yeah,
something,
it was handmade with love.
love, whatever. So see, now it will open
Right.
like that.
Right.
So I have these little that I buy, these little on Amazon for,
Adhesive magnets.
yes. Yep. So I'll show you how to do that. They're really, 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 I don't even think they're tiny and thin.
Oh yeah. That's the same magnets we used for the episode where we did with the kids with the little Easter
Yeah.
bunny
Yeah.
tin canisters.
And they're pretty strong and pretty glue. I use the double stick. I use my double stick tape that I buy at 3/8 inch wide. Just my preference because I make flaps and things, and all my flaps are a 1/2 inch, and so I get my tape a little bit narrower, so I have some wiggle room to put this tape down, because once you put it on, it's not going anywhere. And watch her here, and every time she can't find something, she has a drink of coffee or tea. So anyway, I'm just gonna cut off 2 little pieces of this double stick tape, and I'm going to put my magnet in the center, on the center there. I don't know if you can see right here. It's underneath that tape. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this second piece of tape, and I'm going to lay it on top with the sticky side up. And then I'm going to pick up my magnet, and I'm just going to drop it onto that tape. Right?
Okay.
Okay. And the hard part is getting your fingers off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it, and I'm going to press that tape. So now
it's a magnet.
Now it's a magnet. Yep. And now I can cover the tape with pretty paper, a little circle, whatever that I want. Where's my... I thought I had one of these cut out that was open already. So, you can do stuff like this other cutout that I got from Joanna.
That's cute.
on the inside. I can layer stuff on the inside, you know. I could
Mm-hmm.
put anything in
Very
there.
nice. Very cute.
And have a card.
I like it.
And you know, these gel pens, these white gel pens are really cool too, because you can add, you know, dots to eyes. If you have black eyes, you can add little dots. You can add, like if you have a piece of, if you have a piece of black, let me use a smaller one. Oh, let me just show you this. So I went onto the computer, and I have an Apple, so I went to Pages. I think it's Word. And I just found a font that I liked, and I wrote out the word
Oh,
Happy Halloween.
okay.
So now
That's a
I
good idea.
cut these out, and you can do that with happy birthday, congratulations, wish you were here, whatever,
Right.
right? And then you can, I didn't cut that straight. You can mount
Yeah,
it.
I need a Halloween card for the twins too.
All right, I'll make you, I'm putting together a package to send the kids. I got a
Okay.
great girl, and she's gonna love it. It's about a little girl and a unicorn, and the unicorn is terrified of Halloween.
Oh boy.
Oh, she's gonna love it.
She'll love it. She looks like a little jack-o'-lantern right now with her missing tooth that just came out.
Oh, that's so cute. So cute. I'm just gonna cut this a little shorter. So, yeah, so you know, my glue.
Yeah, she wants to help me paint the lemonade stand, but I don't know if
Yeah.
I want her touching that outdoor latex or whatever it's called, outdoor paint.
Well, I think she can. I think, you know, she can.
Not acrylic, you know, doesn't come, it's not water-based.
If it's outside, she'll be fine. And if you're worried about it getting on her hands and stuff, you know, just let her use a plastic glove or an old glove or something.
Yeah, we'll see.
So yeah, so now I can add a happy Halloween down there, or I could put it on the top. And of course, I would just, you know, put glue on one side of it.
Okay.
And I don't do quite half, but close to half.
So let's see what's next month. Your show, the next episode number 10 will be in November.
Yeah.
Right?
So here's a card that I'm working on with my group. So I thought I would start doing some Christmas things in November,
Yeah.
or Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
But this is a cute card. So this card becomes like an easel.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Okay.
That's pretty.
These were papers that I got on Etsy. I can put a list. Can I put a list of things that of resources, you know, to promote links to these different
Sure, yeah.
Yeah? All right. Well, you'll have to help me figure that out, Stan. And I'll do that. Because these are so fun. You can't you know, you buy the digital and you can use it for personal use. There's a few companies that you can use them for commercial use. But I do one-of-a-kind cards, and I alter them, you know, and make it my own. So,
Right.
you know, I'm not a commercial seller. I don't sell commercially. I'm a crafter.
Right.
So that works for that. But, you know, just to be aware when you go onto these sites, you know, you can't sell them. You know what I mean? So that's another reason I want to give credit to the people whose products that I buy and use. Because
Yeah. Yeah,
you know,
you could just go back and put the links in the comments after the show.
okay, do that. I'll put the links for the magnets, and and I have, you know, a listing of these. So yeah, let me know if you want to do Thanksgiving or if you want to, do what you would like to do. We don't always have to do cards. That's kind of my thing that I'm into right
Well,
now.
it's not up to me. It's up to you. And what does the audience want? Does the audience?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to. Yeah, let me know if there's something, I could do like Christmas tree ornaments, or
Ooh,
could do cards that have Christmas tree ornaments that become Christmas tree ornaments, sort of like,
oh yeah,
sort of like this, but you can take them off and hang them on the tree.
yeah.
Um,
I love the owl though.
okay, I'm gonna finish it and give it to you. Send it to you
Did
with
you
my
ever get a chance to do did you ever get a chance to do the cards for Bob Ross? You should do some Christmas cards for Bob Ross
Ah,
for the kids, the orphanage.
okay. Um, all right. I'll have to touch base with Bob and see.
You know what happened? They just I just saw a post the other day that they got robbed. The cook that works for the at the orphanage, somebody there in Africa, they must have thought that the cook had money because they went to the cook's house while him and his wife and kids were sleeping, and they they robbed him while he was sleeping. They went into his house while his whole family was in there sleeping and robbed the cook because they thought, because there's rumors that they have money, because they've been getting help from the people in the United States that are helping them, and then people hear that over there and they think that there's money to steal. So the poor cook got robbed.
We don't. We of course we have our own issues with school shootings and stuff like that. My friend's grandson just had a lockdown and he almost walked into the shooting. So
Oh
he,
gosh.
but you forget, how poor other countries have it, other people have it.
Right.
Well,
yeah, and then if you start to, if you live in the hood and someone in the hood thinks you have money, you're more susceptible.
Yeah.
You almost become a victim in the hood. So you become a victim to your own gang. If
The
they
bottom
think you have
line,
money.
we all want the same things. We all want food, shelter, family.
Oh,
We all.
Bridget's here. Hi, Bridget. She said hi, Patty, and everybody.
Hi, Bridget. Thanks for tuning in. We got started late today. That's for sure. Technically challenged at this end. Every week, every time we do this, not every week, but every month, it's something new, right, Sam? Last time I couldn't hear
We'll
you.
figure it out.
This time we couldn't get it to be big enough.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll play around with it after the show because we do. It's almost 3:00 over there. So.
Oh my, yeah. Okay. Well, what happens? You get into your artistic brain. Time does not function there, and that's why you emerge hours later, and you're like, "What the heck? I forgot to eat."
Yeah.
Um.
So if anyone in the audience wants to put in the comments, what kind of project would you like to see Patty do for November for episode 10?
We have
Let us know in the comments.
ornament
some ideas. What would you like to see? I kind of want to see what we could do with the lemonade stand. I'm thinking, and I'll probably go live when I do the lemonade stand. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. You notice
I've been doing
because
big wooden solid. I work with solid wood furniture. I've been doing that for years and years and years now. I refinish old furniture and give it new life.
I love what you did. That's like Mackenzie Childs.
Yes, I love that. That's an old little side table, or what do you call it? A little end table from Frank's grandparents' house that he grew up seeing that little thing, and then his dad refinished it, and then I gave it a whole new look and new life too. So Yeah,
Oh,
that'll stay in the family.
I had this idea. I was watching Rosa Kelly scrapbooking, and she did a demonstration on making a scrap, interactive album, like the one that I made for you, similar to
Yeah.
this. So I came up with this great idea of making one that you could put like recipe cards in, and then making it for all the different grandmothers. So I was thinking like, Frank's mother's couple of her recipes, couple of grandma's recipes, your recipes, my recipes, and just, like a photo and making that for the girls.
Yeah, that's cute.
Right? That would be a cute gift to make.
Bridget said puppet show. Do you make puppets? Have you ever made any puppets?
I have made puppets, yeah. Yeah. Puppet show. Mm-hmm.
Something to think about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like we were talking about before about having those, they're here somewhere, using these and making, skewers, or even using, these guys. This is still wet, so now I got more on me. Putting these on skewers and making, some kind of a puppet show with things like that. Give me some ideas of what kind of puppets.
You know what you could make? You could make a little, you could make like somehow come up with a way to make a little puppet show stage, like for that kids could play, like with like pretend curtains and like a little cardboard stage or something where the kids could come out with their little finger puppets and do a show.
Okay.
That would be fun.
Maybe from a shoebox.
Yeah, or a box from when you go, or when you get a big Amazon order or something. Cardboard box from the grocery store.
COVID cost me a fortune in craft supplies because I couldn't go anywhere. So, and I couldn't clean. I couldn't, I just kept watching the stuff pile up around here. And, so I ended up going on Amazon and scrapbook.com and, watching a lot of videos.
Well, you know what? You could also, if you go to the grocery store and you ask someone in the back, they'll give you cardboard boxes for free. They'll give you some good ones, like those good, which ones are sturdy is the ones that hold fruit, the ones that have the wax on them.
Oh, yeah. They'd be hard to attach paper to or color or paint.
Yeah, but they have some good sturdy cardboard boxes. If you go to the grocery store and ask them, they'll give them to you for free.
Yeah. Let me know, kind of what kind of puppets that you would like to play around with, and I'll see what I can come up with. And I might get Coralie's involvement because she's so creative. She might have some good ideas too.
Yeah, I think like a puppet stage would be cool because then kids could just use their imagination. They could use their toys. They could use their little finger puppets or whatever.
Yeah.
Like red and white striped curtains and like some popcorn things on the front of it. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yarn dolls. Oh, Annie said yarn dolls.
Mm-hmm. I've done peg dolls. I've painted peg dolls and come up with they were all the way over there of using felt and making costumes and stuff like that. Those are fun.
Oh, Bridget said simple puppets. Yeah, like the brown paper bag puppets. There you go. We used to make puppets out of brown paper bags when we were kids.
Did you find the sock puppet that Coralie made?
I'm not sure.
Might have thrown it out.
Orange Puppet Theater.
We were under the
Cute
desk.
paper. Oh, the cute paper on sticks.
Yeah. All right. I'll.
Oh, Bridget said, yeah, the brown paper bag puppets. I think I think our generation, we all did the brown paper bag puppets at school and came home with them.
Bags anymore.
Hmm?
Does anybody have brown paper bags anymore?
Oh, yeah. You could buy them. Yeah, we have them.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, check out some videos and if you want to send me a link, I can be inspired by. Yeah, puppets. Maybe a Christmas puppet show or maybe
Yeah.
maybe Thanksgiving.
Right. All right. Well, we'll think about it. Thank you everybody for watching and for your comments. We appreciate all of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I really enjoy it. I have a good time, and this links right into my my club, my Art Buddies club, because I'm doing stuff with them too, and so I already am gathering supplies, and then I've got my own insanity going on. So yeah, anything that we can explore, it would be fun, and like I said, let the kids run with it too, because they can expand on it and do things we never thought of.
Well, we'll see you guys the first Friday of every month. Stay tuned for the next Crafting with Patti Bee. And you can watch the replay on YouTube or Facebook.
Yes. And I'm trying to get some of my friends to, come and demonstrate some of their art.
Get some of the friends. We want to meet the friends.
Yeah. Okay. Well, living here in the villages, we've got more stuff going on than we have not. We don't get a lot of downtime. We've always got.
Bridget, go back and watch the toilet paper story my mom has. You'll love that. You missed the toilet paper. All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Love you. Love you all.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Thank you.